After such meetings with my family, I no longer want to invite them to my home. I always thought of hosting as a small gift I was proud of. My home became a place where family could gather. Warm lamplight, the smell of baked goods, big pots of soup, a bustling table. Over the past year, I'd almost gotten used to this role. The hostess who took care of everyone who had the energy and desire to gather people under one roof. And although it was hard at times, the work, the shopping, the cooking, the endless cleaning before and after, I felt it was worth it. I turned every dinner into a small celebration. I selected dishes so that everyone would get something they loved. For Dad, meat with sauce, just the way he likes it. For Mom, light salads. For my brother, a heartier side dish. I even tried to please my nephews, making small desserts with chocolate so that they would be happy. I spent days making sure that everything was perfect, and it seemed to me, this is how the family should feel my love. But last weekend, something inside me snapped, and honestly, I can't look at my desk the same way anymore. I remember how it all began. Saturday early morning, I went to the market. I bought fresh vegetables, meat, and hurried home while the sun was still just rising. The next day, 8 people were coming for dinner, and I wanted everything to be perfect. A list was spinning in my head. Chicken and teriyaki sauce, avocado salad, vegetable casserole, homemade Napoleon cake. 2 days, and I did it. On Sunday evening, the kitchen was sparkling clean, dishes were waiting in the fridge, and I, tired but happy, was laying out plates on the table. When the guests arrived, everything was as usual. Laughter, conversations, the clinking of glasses. I smiled, listened to my brother joke, to my mother straightening his shirt. Everything seemed familiar, even cozy. But this coziness did not last long. Towards the end of the evening, as I was bringing the cake out to the table, I noticed out of the corner of my eye that my mother and my daughter-in-law, Sarah, were standing quietly by the refrigerator. At first, I thought they were just trying to get water or something. But as I got closer, I saw that my mother had opened the door and was taking out containers. "Mom, what are you doing?" I asked carefully. She wasn't even embarrassed. "It's nothing, my dear. I'm just packing up the leftovers so your brother and his family can take them home. They have children. They'll need them." I looked in and was stunned. She had already taken out half the chicken, almost all the salad, and cut off a good third of the cake. She was putting all this in bags, which it turned out she had brought with her in advance. "Mom," I said more firmly, "I haven't even offered to hand out the food yet. Why are you deciding for me?" She shrugged, as if I was picking on her. "You live alone. Why do you need so much? It'll go to waste anyway. And my brother has children. They need them. A family should share." I felt a tightness in my chest. It wasn't about the food. It wasn't about me not having dinner tomorrow. It was about my work, my days of cooking and effort being written off as not important. It was as if my no didn't exist. "This is wrong, Mom." I could barely contain myself. "You could at least ask." She chuckled, and I heard the sting in her voice. "Oh God, don't be so selfish. A little food and so much drama." At that moment, all the conversation in the living room died down. My brother and his wife pretended not to hear, but I noticed Sarah deftly slide another container toward my mother, and then I felt my throat tighten. I had spent 2 days throwing a party for them all, and now I was being made to look capricious because I didn't want to be robbed in my own home. I took a deep breath and said, "If it's selfish to protect your boundaries, then so be it. But Mom, please put the food back." The silence lasted for a few seconds. Then Mom slammed the refrigerator